Hi, I want to welcome you to Biden's America, and I want to show you what the Democrats have done. But before I get into this, I want to say Kevin McCarthy needs to be removed as Speaker of the House immediately. Caving into Democrat demands to steal money from taxpayers, whether you're lower class or middle class, or even rich people, to pay for someone else's student loans is unconstitutional, it's theft, and it should never happen. And the fact is, the people that decided not to go to school or could not afford to go to school are now responsible for someone else's school. That's part of Biden's America. I'm going to talk to you about another part of Biden's America. As you know, there's a homeless guy living under that little bridge over there. Now, you can see this big tall bridge over there, the big tall green one. On the other side, there are homeless people. Down by the river, there are homeless people. Now, this is a park right on the other side of this building. Let's go take a look. Now, this is on this end of the park. This is a huge park. I live in Missoula, Montana. There's not a single park you can go to here that does not have homeless people. There are people that set up camps next to the railroad tracks. Look at this. Tent there. Looks like 3 or 4 tents over there. This is Biden's America. The other day there was a couple tents over there. This is Biden's America. This is what you get when you vote Democrat. This is what you get when you vote liberal policies. Now, what pisses me off the most, Republicans are cowards. They never stand up and actually fight for what they need to fight for. Kevin McCarthy, all he got basically for caving in to let the Democrats raise the debt ceiling so they can keep spending money is future people collecting welfare have to have work requirements. That's not for anybody that's already on it. That's not for homeless. That's not for anyone that's already on it now. That's for people applying in the future. So, I live in Missoula, Montana. And we have work requirements here for things like welfare. That has to do with the state. The federal government, they steal your money, hand it over to somebody else, and then if you need assistance, oh, guess what? You now have to make sure you have a job to get assistance. How the hell does that make sense? Now, this is Montana. Montana is a lot Republican, but we do have a Democrat, unfortunately, piece of crap senator, which is Tester. Tester is one of the most worthless human beings I have actually ever met in my life. I have met him. I used to volunteer my time at the homeless shelter here, the Poverello Center. Now they are booked full to the brim. And most of these people staying there, one of two things. One, they stay there permanently and they get a check. That means they can stay there as long as they want. Two, it's a bunch of people from out of state that have filled the shelters up here, or the shelter up here. Thing is, if you are homeless and fell in hard times, Missoula has an ordinance that you can't sleep in your vehicle. I have a van. So if we hit real hard times, and if we had to sleep in my vehicle, in my van, they would give us a ticket or impound our vehicle. I've actually seen the city do this. The thing is, this is liberal policies. This is Democrat policies. And this is Biden's America. They steal money from you to pay for somebody else. And it's bad enough we have to pay for single women to raise their kids. And you're going, what are you talking about? One, our tax dollars go for child assistance for as far as medical care, child care, and these women get huge tax returns at the end of the year and not have to pay a dime into it. That's other people's money. Don't get me wrong. I think we ought to take care of each other, but the fact is they're not. When you have homeless people everywhere, like I said, we have several parks here in Missoula. The city spends around $2,800 a day to upkeep the parks. Just the parks. And when we have homeless people where kids go, that's not a good thing. And the sad thing is the city actually opened a homeless encampment place. The homeless people trashed it, were disgusting and nasty, and the city shut it down. So now they can go wherever they want in the city basically and set up camp. Now, like I said, I believe in helping people. But instead of allowing these people just to do whatever the hell they want and collect benefits like food stamps, perhaps if they're addicted to something, and I'm not saying all homeless are, if they're addicted to something, get them treatment and get them help. If they're not addicted, they just fell in hard times because of COVID, maybe they lost their job, or a divorce, and the bitch got everything in the divorce, which actually happens about 80 to 90% of the time in this country, then I understand. People fall on hard times. But allowing people just to take over parks or stay in parks where children go to play is not the solution. Making it to where a person, even if they owned a vehicle, they have to sleep either in a tent or on the sidewalk because you will go after them for sleeping in their vehicle and out of the weather is not a solution. Places like California, giving people money for drugs and a safe place to do drugs is not a solution. That's part of the problem. When our tax dollars are taken, literally stolen from us, because here's the thing, we don't get to vote on where this money goes. We don't get to vote on whether we want to pay taxes for certain programs. It is stolen out of your paycheck, and worthless politicians use your money how they see fit. This is Biden's America. This is liberals voting, Democrats voting. This is one thing I should never see, literally, in a state like Montana is a bunch of homeless people. But literally every single year, there are more and more and more homeless. Why is that? Why is this allowed? Instead of helping these people, why are they just allowed to pitch a tent wherever they want or just sleep on the sidewalk and do whatever they want? I guess it was a couple years back, we had people in the yard trying to break into stuff and snooping around trying to take stuff. And we actually, instead of me dealing with it myself, which I could have done, but in this day and age, I'd be the one going to jail for dealing with it. So we called the police, and the first thing they asked us, are they homeless? How the hell do I know? We don't know these people. I mean, they're snooping around trying to take shit, and we don't even know who they are. Well, if they're homeless, there's not much we can do. That was their response. Now, like I said, I do try to help people. I help this guy over here. I help other homeless people if I can. But the thing is, some people like being homeless. They like not having any responsibilities, and they like other people taking care of them. And that's a fact. But the Republican Party is worthless. You want to piss me off, call me a Republican. You want to get hurt, call me a liberal. You want to be on your deathbed, call me a Democrat. I'm none of those. If everybody opened their eyes to see actually what Biden's policies were doing to their cities and their states, or these liberal, gutless piece of crap governors like Gavin Newsom, you would see what's happening. This is Biden's America. This is the Democrats' utopia. They will take everything from you to give to somebody else. And the sad thing is, they do it to the poorest of poor. They do it to people that barely make any money, barely make an income, barely can cover their rent. My question is to Kevin McCarthy, you piece of crap, you spineless piece of shit. Y'all keep stealing my girlfriend's money for taxes. $400 a month literally is what they're taking out of her paycheck. $400 a month to allow the Democrats to give to some prick that went to college to get a degree to make a better paying job than my girlfriend has. So since y'all want to steal her money, how about one of you pieces of shit in this House or the Senate cover her rent? How about that? It'd only be fair, huh? Kevin McCarthy needs to go. I never wanted him as Speaker of the House in the first place. He's a career politician, and he caves into the Democrat demands. At no time should I be responsible for somebody else's student loan debt. They signed a contract as a grown-ass adult, and they need to be held responsible to that contract that they signed. Like I said, it's bad enough. They steal money for all these other programs, like gender affirming programs and crap like that. They don't let us vote where our money goes. They just take it and spend it. And because Kevin McCarthy caved in to Democrat demands, the Democrats now know to get a very little, they can get whatever they want. For the Republicans to get next to nothing, the Democrats can get whatever they want and continue with what they're doing. Thing is, this is Biden's America. And you people that voted Democrat, if you liberals voted Democrat, you voted for this. You voted for drug addicts. You voted for people that are homeless. You voted for people losing their jobs. And what pisses me off really bad, Biden got all these oil things shut down. All these people lost their jobs. He's shutting down and shut down coal plants and things like that. And told all these people, go into green energy jobs. Go into eco jobs. Where are these jobs, Biden, huh? I know where they are. They're in China. China makes all these solar panels. We don't. If you see what's going on, you know Democrats are worthless, they're pieces of shit, and they should never see the inside of public office again. The sad thing is, our vets aren't even protected. The people that protect this country aren't protected. They're not taken care of. I mean, it pisses me off more and more every time I think about I'm one person and I do basically more for the homeless here than the city does. The city just allows them to camp wherever they want, do whatever they want, and take over public parks. Or, sleep on the side of the streets or whatever. It makes no sense. But this is Biden's America. And the sad thing is, the tents on this side of the park are nothing. This is on my side of the park. Now, like I said, it's gotten so bad that it pisses me off. You fucking Democrats keep voting for this shit. I really hope it happens to you and your family. I really hope you end up homeless because of Biden's bullshit. And then you have to see what it's like for a politician to take your job, or a court to take your house and give it to an ex, or the sad thing is, everything they've done is shutting down jobs. You go after oil, that affects gas, that affects plastics, that affects a lot of things. They're going after natural gas, that affects natural gas, that affects restaurants, that affects heating, that affects a lot of things. So now they're going after gas stoves. That is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. Inside air pollution? Oh, bullshit. It's a way to control the population of stupid people that continue to vote for them. And if you vote Democrat, you are generally on the stupid end. Black Democrats are as dumb as you come. Because it was the Democrats that formed the KKK. It was the Democrats that fought against the 13th Amendment. It was the Democrats that fought against the Civil Rights Movement. And it was the Democrats, basically Joe Biden, for the crime bill that targeted black communities. It was the Democrats that fought against allowing blacks to go to school with white kids. It was the Democrats that fought all this. And if you're too stupid to do a simple Google search to find this out, then you're too stupid to vote to allow the people you want in charge to be in charge of the country. This is Biden's America. Democrats think they have the black vote, and they do. They created welfare for blacks. So they control the black vote. The thing is, it's with everything they're pushing right now, white people are evil and they're racist, and white kids are racist, and whites are born racist, and blacks are all victims. They're going to start a race war in this country that will kill every single black person. When you tell 80% of the entire population that you are racist and evil, and you tell like 18-20% of the population that you're a victim and you are owed, what's going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? California's talked about giving like $5 million per black person. What do you think would happen if they did that? And you have all these poor white people out there going, wait, you're taking my money to give to black people, and a lot of them make more money than me. A lot of them have better opportunities than I do because of affirmative action and race quotas at jobs. What do you think is going to happen? I hate saying it. I don't even want to think about it. But what's going to happen is those people that are put under a boot, the poor white people, are going to see their money being stolen to give to black people that didn't earn it, were never slaves, and are not owed anything. And it's going to get people killed. In this country, we have equal opportunity. Actually, no, black people actually have more opportunity because of affirmative action and quotas. But let's say we have equal opportunity. That doesn't mean equal outcome. That doesn't mean because of somebody's race, they owe you. When you have homeless people, and you know what's sad? Most of the people I see that are homeless are white. Literally, where I live, most of the people I see that are homeless are white. Most of the people I see that are poor, that can't get any type of benefits like food stamps or anything like that, are white. And so stop saying we owe you just because of the color of my skin. And when it comes to these homeless people, these states and cities need to put a stop to this. Like I said, I know a few homeless that love being homeless. They get free money, they beg for money, get free money, they get food stamps, they get Medicaid, and they don't want to work, and other people can pay for them and take care of them. And if you ask these people, I know one person in particular that I talked to, and he's like, Him and his girlfriend. I don't need to work. Why should I work? And I asked this dude once, literally, wouldn't you like to have a home? A place to stay? A place to live? No. Why would I? That's the problem. The mentality in this country is a victim mentality and a people owe me mentality. It used to be I'm responsible for myself and my actions, but now it's not. This is Joe Biden's America. Getting a little bird over there. Don't crap on my solar panels. Once again, if you vote Democrat or liberal, you're a damn idiot. And I hope that you end up homeless, living under a bridge, or living in a tent somewhere. Because this is what you voted for. I hope the government comes and steals your money to give to programs you don't agree with or don't get a vote on. And I really hope a Republican with some balls removes Kevin McCarthy as Speaker of the House. Because he has no backbone. Alright, I'm fixing to go. Once again, welcome to Biden's America. And if you saw the tents down here on this end, this is a really big park. You should see the other end. You should see the other side of the bridge down there. The big, tall bridge. You should see by the riverbanks. You want to talk about homeless? Under every single bridge here, in every park, parking lots, by railroad tracks, you can see these tents or sleeping bags or box encampments set up. Instead of fixing the problem, taking care of the problem, they throw money at the situation and just give these people more money, benefits, and say, okay, you know, whatever, we don't care. Like I said, this is Biden's America. I hope you enjoy it because things are only going to get worse. That's it. Bye.